I've been live.
Ooh, you've been live. I'm not aggressive, by the way. All right. And if you think I am, you better say that to
Game
my
rant.
face. No, what's
Adam?
what?
Game rant. Game rant. Okay.
Okay.
Astrobot snubs one of PS5's best exclusives. The article claims that there are no returnal references
Correct.
in Astrobot. There is.
Where?
There's a Selene bot, is there not?
That's from Astro's Playroom. That's if you read the article, it talks about how you have to play Astro's Playroom for that bot to show up in Astrobot.
Oh.
Kevin, we've talked about this before. We've talked about how you hate when people just read headlines. What's going on with you? What's going on?
I read the article.
You read the article?
Yes.
That's
when
confusing.
it says only if players transfer a bot from Astro's Playroom, and I've watched you play the game, get to a point in the game, and rescue the bot, that's not transferring.
Well, that bot is just a normal bot if you haven't transferred your save. Your save, if you...
How would I know?
What? What do you mean, how would you know?
How would I know that? How would I know that?
It says you'd have to transfer your save. I've played Astro's Playroom. I 100%ed all of Astro's Playroom.
Okay. It says only if players transfer a bot from Astro's Playroom. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
When you transfer something from game A to game B, you just get it. There's no, it is now within the game
as a collectible.
You have to go find and collect. I've never heard of this.
I mean, I'm not experienced enough to know, but I'm sure it's happened before.
Anyway, that was it.
Yeah. So, good times. But yeah, that's that bot. You gotta play Playroom. That's why I told you to play Playroom. That's not why. But
no, you want me to play Playroom because it's the first game.
Well, it's not just that. It's because to just get an idea of it. Like, also, it's really good. It on its own. It just stands on its own really well. It's so good.
Eh.
What do you mean, eh?
I don't care. I want a full game. I got full game.
That's fair. I can't argue that. You know what I mean? I can't argue that. I can't be like, don't you dare buy the newest game. How dare you play the free one? Like, if it was anybody else who was like, I don't want to spend money. You'll be like, I'll spend money. It looks fun.
How about the digital deluxe?
I know. I saw your profile picture. It looks great.
Yeah.
Looks great. Genesis, are you starting this? What happened? What's going on here?
You guys were talking. I wasn't going to interrupt you guys. And just be like,
you literally always interrupt us to start the show. Literally every week.
What?
You will always go, hey guys, welcome to Crafting a Chat. I'm here joined by my buddies, Booba and Glooba. Glooba will be a little bit late. Dooba is running somewhere. We'll find out. Hopefully he's not dead. Ding Dong is not on anymore because he's got school. Skeepo might pop in, but he's just the voice every so often.
I don't know who these people are that you're referring to.
I think in context you can get who I was referring to.
I'm pretty sure.
Kevin, did you get all the references?
No.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Crafting a Chat. Here we are again, another wonderful Tuesday evening. It is September 10th, 2024. Guys, we are almost done with the year. Not too much left. Only 3 months left of the year. 3 months left. We have a good amount of things to talk about today, but before we do, gentlemen, how we all feeling today?
Great.
Yeah.
Good. Great. I'm joined by my usual co-host here, Kevin, Adam, myself.
Co-host.
Yeah,
we're all co-hosts.
Away from me.
What do you want to be? A co-chair?
Nothing.
A present body? A Coachella? What? Coachella? Wait, hold on.
A Coachella.
Wait, hold on. No. It's not what that is.
Coachella. Anyway.
Why are you saying it like that?
Shooby-Doo-Wah is not coming as of yet. He'll be 5 minutes late, and then um, Charolanda is no longer here. He is currently going to school, so once break hits for him, like Adam was mentioning before, and then uh, ch- ch-
Got it.
Cha-ching. Got it.
Okay,
Cha-ching.
yeah, that works. Yeah.
Cha-ching, he'll join us if he wants to. I don't know, he's some disembodied fucking voice somewhere, so he'll pop in whenever he wants.
I love it.
Anyway, gentlemen, like we normally start these podcasts, why don't we all go ahead and talk about what we did last week? I can go first.
Better.
I finally platinum Stellar Blade.
Whoa!
Done 51st platinum.
Yeah!
I am happy and sad at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because,
I'm happy. I'm cheering.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm happy and sad at the same time because I want Stellar Blade 2 now, and I can't get enough Stellar Blade. But I had to platinum it one day and finally put it away because I have other games I gotta play. I'm back into Final Fantasy 16, which
Ew. Is he okay?
hold on, sorry, COVID still killing me. Um,
Good.
I'm back in
Wait, what?
FF16. Unfortunately, FF16 was not working well for me last night. I'll explain later. I'm hoping that what I did fixed it, and I hope my PS5 is not dying. That'd suck. What else did I do? I don't think I played any Helldivers.
No. They patched it. They're patching it.
Oh, the patch is not out yet, right? That comes out the 17th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Let me just confirm the date, but keep going.
We didn't play Escape Academy, right? No.
That was...
No, that was last week. That was the week before, not last week. I don't think I played anything else. I think that's it. I don't think I watched anything. I don't think I played anything else. Just those two. I played a little bit of Astrobot with Adam because he could let me do a share play for a couple of minutes, and I'm sure he'll have quite a bit to talk about that game. I'll give
A little bit.
my 2 cents on it. It's amazing. It deserves Game of the Year, and I hope it wins Family Game of the Year because that should be something that Nintendo loses this year. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, Shooby-Doo, welcome to the podcast. Kevin, what'd you do?
What?
What'd you do last week, buddy boy?
Oh, nothing meaningful.
Nothing. Oh,
What?
nothing meaningful.
Nothing at all. Wow.
I played a little bit of Astrobot.
Is that not meaningful?
I only played like 16 minutes or whatever.
Wow.
I played.
Can't believe this.
Are you shitting? Where are you? What's going on? Why are you echoey?
No, I'm standing in my bathroom.
Standing. Interesting. Sorry to cut you off, Kevin, but I had to know if he was shitting. I know you were curious too.
Nope, not at all.
Nope.
Played some Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. And then I played a lot of Vampire Survivors and Platinum that.
Whoa! Yeah!
Oh, let's go.
And that's it. 169 out of 221.
You're getting there.
Okay.
Are you gonna still play it after you get all the trophies? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, because 2 of the DLCs have no trophies.
Oh. Cool.
Just like we'll be
Confusing.
playing Escape Academy with no
I know it
trophies
is,
from those
especially
DLCs.
with 221 trophies already.
Yeah. They couldn't add like 10 more. Like, come on.
I mean, I'm hoping that for some reason they add more later because freaking I'll chase that carrot. I freaking love chasing carrots in Vampire Survivors. It's one of the best games ever made.
Oh yeah.
I like carrots.
I
for
cooked
you.
ones.
Carrots are good. All right. That's all you did, Kevin? All the meaningless things you did?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Cool.
it.
All right, Shooby-Doo, what you got?
Who the hell should be doing?
It's
I don't know
you.
who the hell
He's
that is.
taking offense. Oh no.
It's
If
you,
you
Shooby-Doo. Let's go.
if you rearrange the letters, come on, you know who it is.
Yeah. Should we do a Destinoto? Come on. It's a
What
simple
happened to the
anagram.
T?
No, the sound. What's wrong with you? What do you think? All letters got to be pronounced the way you like? That's kind of racist.
God.
Now that I think about that.
God,
Now that
what?
I think about that, it's kind of racist. Might be a race thing.
Oh, man. All right,
Adam
Shooby-Doo, let's
must have been
go.
watching
What
the
you got?
presidential
What you
debate.
watched? What you did? What you played? What did you do?
I might have.
About how
What'd you
much
eat?
sense Trump is making.
Whoa, what is going on with this
Whoa.
stuff? What the
What?
hell?
What a wild beginning this has been.
It's all my fault.
Kevin, it's never your fault.
If only Charlanda was here, too. Charlanda would have been like...
Shonda Rhimes?
Survivors. No, Charlanda.
Oh, no, he did.
Oh. Who's Shonda Rhimes?
The creators of Grey's Anatomy.
No, Shooby-Doo and Charlanda.
Alright, well anyway. What did I do? I watched a lot more of The Sopranos. I'm almost done with season 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you were just on
this
season
is,
3 on Sunday or Saturday. What the hell, man?
Yeah. Yeah, this is another one of those shows.
I don't think you sleep, right?
Sometimes. No, I was gonna say this is one of those shows like you that I just get glued to and I can't stop watching.
To clarify for our viewers who don't know, You is a show.
You is a show on Netflix
Yes.
that has 4 seasons so far. 5th season is I think the last season that they're making for it.
Yeah, he just filmed his last one. I follow him on TikTok, the main guy, because he's weird as hell. But like in a fun way, not like his character You.
Yeah, he's nothing like his
Creepy
character in the show that he plays.
Thankfully.
But yeah, it's goddamn, Sopranos is such a good show. A lot of eating. Almost every episode, or every single episode, there are at least, I don't know, 3 to 4 shots of the people eating and saying random Italian words. I have no idea what they mean by it until they actually like clarify sometimes. And I've decided to make a list of all the words that I come across.
Oh!
I only started this like today, because I only thought of it today. Yeah, I only have 5 words so far.
Okay.
First one is pukyak. That means cunt.
Yep. That's about what I expected.
Fangul. I'm not sure what that means. Gumar is like, I think like a mistress is what they mean by that word. Having a gumar. Fugazi. I don't know what that means. And then mortadella.
Mozzarella?
No, that's not mozzarella. That's something else.
We went the
It
same
sounds like
direction,
mozzarella,
Genesis.
but
We
it's
went the
not.
same direction.
Let me actually see what that means because I was interested.
Why'd you be like Gouda or something?
It's large cooked pork sausage. It's a name for that.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Sounds like Adam.
What does that mean? You think phonetically it sounds like the name Adam, or it sounds like me as a person? What do you mean by that?
No, phonetically it sounds like Adam. I just told you Shooby-Doo is different for Destinoto. Why wouldn't that sound like phonetically?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's my bad. I came off as a little aggressive. You were right.
God, talk about racism.
Yeah, I'm learning, man. Every day is a new chapter in my book.
Yeah, they use so many words, and that's Italian sayings and actual words. Wow,
So many words.
this is great.
Yeah, give me that gabagool.
Yeah.
Gabagool, give me the gabagool.
All they eat is various types of pasta. With all these different names. That's mostly what they eat. Drink a lot of wine, and you smoke cigars.
Healthy.
And cigarettes sometimes. Yeah, very healthy. Oh man. But yeah, Tony Soprano. God damn, what a character. Just keeps evolving every episode. As a husband, as a mob leader, as a mob boss, as a human being, as a father. He answers to so many fucking people. It's crazy. Every turn he makes, he has to help somebody, or talk to somebody, or console somebody, or give orders to somebody. Like, oh my god, god damn, being the boss. So much comes with that. Crazy. The show's amazing. Okay, Fugazi. It's Italian slang for something that is fake or damaged beyond repair.
Kevin.
Look at this Fugazi, holy!
Yeah.
Oh my god, no. No, not Kevin.
Yeah. No,
He's
it's
not.
true.
No, he's just a little Fugazi. He can be fixed.
No, I can't.
We could save. It sounds like he's demolishing a pack of Oreos right now, but we could save him.
Ooh, not Oreos.
Crackers.
No.
Oh.
Crackers.
Fungool is a shortened version of saying "fuck you."
Oh.
That makes sense. That one I feel that one.
It stems from "va fare en culo," literally "go do it in the ass."
I gotta be honest, as you said that, I was like, oh my god, I gotta assassinate somebody. I was so brought back to Assassin's Creed 2 for a second. That was weird. Va fare in cosa? Requiescat in pace. Where are we going, Madonna? Just wild.
The
That's
Italian feels so authentic in this show. It's crazy.
Well, they're all Italian people, I think,
Dude,
aren't
like
they?
a
Yeah, that
Mario.
too, right? The whole
God.
cast is basically
Mario.
Italian.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm fucking Mario.
Probably the whitest Italian I've ever seen in my life.
Now that's some real Italian.
That's some real racism.
You know, some of it's a little stereotypical, not so much as racist. Not so much as racist. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Arigatoni.
Oh no! The princess is in another castle! Ah!
The castle's in another princess.
Oh,
I like that. Yeah.
Whoa.
Miyamoto!
Oh.
Hey.
No!
Miyamoto-san, come with me to eat some spaghetti, Miyamoto.
I don't know what. There was somehow in between Japanese and Italian, and then you nailed it. I have no idea what that was. It's like a Japanese person trying to impersonate an Italian person in a Mario game. It's amazing. Incredible. What a gift. What the fuck? What else you watch?
I highly recommend Sopranos to anybody.
Yeah, I will
Great
once you
show.
stop watching it on my account, because it's going to get confusing.
True, yeah. I'll forget which episode I'm on, then you'll start some episode in season
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. I'll say it again. You can switch to the dad account. Nobody else uses it.
Well, that's what I used to use, and then you said to use yours.
Yeah, I know. It keeps going back and forth. Everybody sucks. Don't worry about that.
Oh,
I can't make any more
okay.
profiles, unfortunately.
Oh, shit. Well, the other thing I did, I started Stellar Blade.
I'm gonna kill you. I heard that, and I was like, this motherfucker didn't even tell me that he started Stellar Blade. One of the greatest games ever made by mankind, and you started and didn't even say
It
it.
is quite the incredible video game. I
Isn't it?
will
Isn't
say
it?
that.
Isn't
Now,
this combat system so sad? Shut your fucking mouth for a second. Isn't this combat system so satisfying? Isn't every minute you block, every second you block, every second you fucking slash at somebody amazing? Everything just
Yeah,
feels great. Now you can speak at him.
it's real good.
I was going to ask, key part on ask. What drew you to play this game? Was it the combat?
Yeah, mix of the combat, the aesthetics of the main character, banger soundtrack.
Banger
The game
soundtrack,
is
I
also very like fluid and very smooth in all aspects of everything in the game, including the characters. Um,
Underrated soundtrack, I will say.
oh yeah, I fucking love the soundtrack. I wish I could buy that. In Korea, they said they gave out the vinyl record of the soundtrack with a pre-order as a pre-order bonus for the game. And if you go on eBay, they're like $300 fucking dollars
Oh,
for the
Jesus.
one. Yeah, for just the one. It's just one single record. It's not like a 4-pack or a 2-pack. It's a single thing that probably has like a selection from the game because you couldn't fit all on one. But yeah, like just even from the PlayStation menu, that piano that plays is so soothing. The combat music is great. Menu music, like, oh man, what a game! I put in almost 10 hours that first day I started.
And then after those 10 hours, you finally let your hand rest and picked up the controller.
Where are you up to in Stellar Blade now?
I'm in the town.
Zion or
Yeah.
Zion. I mean.
Yeah, Zion.
Yeah, Zion.
In the safe house. I just did a lot of, I don't think all, but a lot of those little side quest things you could do.
Yeah, do as many side quests. My favorite side quest that I have, I think, is with Enya. Enya and what's that guy's name? Oh God, that piece of shit.
Adam?
Piece of shit. He's just no. That's a different piece of shit. Don't worry about that guy.
Kevin.
He's a good guy.
No, the other guy. So any of that robot you find singing downstairs, she's not actually a robot. She's a person on life support because her literal face and hair and internal organs are the only thing working, and she can't do anything else.
Spoilers.
She's got a great side story. No, that's how you find her. I don't think that's spoilers because I didn't say anything else.
Kevin was saying that he wanted to start it. Now he's thinking about not playing it. He just texted me.
Of course. Yeah. And also, New Game Plus gets you different color schemes of your outfits that you get. So.
Oh,
that
you
you
could
have.
change the actual colors?
They have there's two different color schemes for each outfit, minus the
Oh.
Mutan, the Peony Mutan, I think, or Mutan Peony, I think that's what it's called. And then
Yeah,
there
I
is
did just get that one.
the crew outfit. There's two outfits that do not have and another outfit, but I'm not gonna say it. There's three outfits that do not have a secondary color scheme, but every single other outfit has a second color scheme. Her original outfit, the green one, actually has three color schemes to it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So uh, also like the oh, there's so many upgrades you get. There's so many different things you get to do. Do all the side missions because a lot of them matter for um, the end game, and you also get like other like not power ups, but like you get extra bonus items from doing them that will help you along the road.
Yeah, for some of these, I think I did all the ones that I could in the town. The rest are in the wasteland, and then I have to collect the mind map copies for Enya. I only have one
You can find the other one at a shop, I think. There's one
in
you can find in the
town.
shop. Yeah, yeah, there's a shop that has one, and the other one you can find somewhere on the map, meaning in like one of the next areas you go to.
Oh, okay.
There's
So
one
I
in the
guess I
shop.
have the one in the town then, because I only have one
Um,
right now.
Also, how do you feel about the blocking in the game?
Well, I'm playing on the story mode difficulty
You're a piece of shit, first of all, but keep going.
because I felt like every game, or most of the games that I play, end up being a very difficult. But I get
It,
through it. So for this one, I decided let me just chill. Let me just chill a little bit. It's not like super easy, but it's also not like very challenging either. I don't know. Maybe I'll try the normal mode and see how that is.
man, wait till you get hard mode. You're gonna fucking kill yourself.
I don't know if I want to do hard mode,
Are you trying to
but
plat this game?
what do you have to play hard mode to do that?
Uh, I don't
Or
remember. Let me. I don't remember. I don't think so, actually. I think I played
okay.
hard mode on New Game Plus because I wanted to play hard mode on New Game Plus.
Hmm.
Maybe you don't have to. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, okay. All right. Well, when you're another 10 hours in, I'll ask you more about what's going on in that game. But cool. Anything else you did?
Um. Um. I had watched Kendrick play, and that's
I saw him,
kind
and
of what
I
pushed
invited
me
him to
to.
chat, and he never showed up because I was gonna ask him where he's at, like what he thought about the game.
Oh, he just
Because
beat the game today, actually.
ah,
Yeah,
okay,
so
well,
he
I'm very
kind
curious
of
to see what he
blazed
thinks.
through it.
You can blaze through the
Yeah.
game. You can finish the game in like 10 hours, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I've just
No.
been taking my time,
Take your
looking
time.
around for everything,
Take your time.
and
It took me 40 hours to beat it the first time because I did every single thing there was to do.
yeah, I'll probably end up doing the same. Similarly, how I went through Last of Us Part
Yeah,
2
take your
and
time,
took
enjoy the game.
time.
It's really cool. It's really
Yeah.
really really cool. Um, yeah, I'm curious to hear what Kendrick thought of it because I want to talk to him at one point and ask him what he thought about the games and the story and all that. Um, I also want to ask about the combat because I like to hear people's opinions on how the blocks and everything feel. To me, I think this is one of the best feeling blocks that I've ever had in like a game. Like the when you do a block and it actually like you connect the blocks together on like a multiple string attack, it is so satisfying. Like you feel
Yeah,
like
it
you
gives
did
really good
correct.
feedback.
It's so good. It is
Yeah.
so good. Wait till like you fight some enemies that have like 20 hit string combos. Oh my god, dude. Oh, the blocks just feel pristine. It feels so good.
I think I also had it to, my action assist is on.
Man, you are playing this game totally handicapped. You're playing it like a man in a wheelchair. You gotta play it non-handicapped, man. That's where that real satisfying effort is there. Like that you feel when you beat bosses and stuff like that. You feel good after that.
Yeah.
You gotta do it on non. You gotta do it on non-toddler mode.
Some people are laughing here.
Don't worry about it.
We're making fun of your toddler mode, probably.
Oh, damn. Well, I figured I'd just chill for this
You can.
game.
You can if you want to. It's up to you. But I uh, I think a lot of the enjoyment comes from the satisfaction you get when you beat the shit out of some of these things. What's the worst thing you've seen in this game so far, enemy-wise? I only know like you're 10 hours in, so you've probably gotten through Edo 7. Have you gone to the Wasteland yet?
I think that's the next thing.
Okay, so Edo 7, what's the
Um,
worst thing you saw there?
well, the last big boss was that big
Gigas?
circle, yeah, the big
Uh-huh.
chainsaw circle head thing,
Uh-huh.
which it was too bad, but probably because I'm on the story mode and difficulty and all that. But the soundtrack came, I was like, oh fuck,
Mm-hmm.
oh fuck,
Mm-hmm. What do you think of Adam and Lily?
they're good,
Yeah.
good characters.
What do you think of Adam?
Adam,
Mm-hmm.
Are you playing English or are you playing Korean?
Korean.
Ah, you should play English. It's actually pretty good voice acting. But hey, I know Korean. I started in English. So it's hard for me to switch to Korean at that point. But yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask your opinion of Adam as you go through, and Lily. 'Cause I want to see what you think of the two of them. Very very unique characters in terms of what they portray.
Oh.
Cat says hi.
Oh,
Hi, cat.
Salamander.
Meow, meow.
They said hi. Adam said meow meow. But yeah, I think the Korean fits their performances very well.
Did
Your
you?
So
your deadpan delivery of Adam said meow meow. Just
How hard was the lightning boss that you had to fight? The one, the two, Abaddon, I think his name is, because that was the boss in the demo.
oh, on the rooftop of the
Uh huh.
parking garage.
Uh huh.
The fuck?
Um,
sounds like a song that like emo kids would say.
Sitting on the roof of the parking garage.
on the parking garage.
You getting possessed or you sing out?
No, like it's like a hardcore heavy metal like sitting on the
Yeah,
roof
yeah,
of the parking garage.
yeah. That sounds like you're getting fucking ravaged by a demon.
Yeah, it's kind of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah. If that demon was stroking your ass with his spiky dick, yeah, that's what it sounds
What's
like.
that? What? Hey. Just because your dick's spiky, what's the rest of him look like? Does he look like Eve? Maybe that's okay for me, you know? Maybe that's a pass. Maybe that's a pass. And maybe it's a pass for all of you. You don't know.
um. Also, have you picked up any of the body cores or
Yeah, I've been
what's
picking those up. I
okay,
leveled both of them up fully like once, like
nice.
each of
The
them
beta cores or body cores, yeah.
I have
3
a question.
parts.
Yeah.
Both of you could answer this, I guess.
Ladders. That's my favorite part of the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Ladders are a big thing. Yeah, I know. Ladders are a huge thing.
Ladders aren't the big thing, you know what I mean? You get it. How's the? Do they take advantage of the dual sense in any way in this game?
I can answer that
Uh,
question right away. The
oh,
rain in Edo 7, the desert in the Great Desert. When you're walking on the desert, it's different. You'd feel different footsteps than you do on like
Hmm.
metal, tile, wood. Um, and then any of the blocks, each block feels a different vibration intensity when you're blocking. The gunshots, depending on what you're firing, have a different type of feeling for each haptic. So, if you're firing a rocket or a shotgun or a pistol, um, and then your there's one more haptic in there. Your sensor. So when you scan the landscape, if it pings something, your controller will ping in the direction, like the section of the controller that you're looking at. So imagine like a controller is like a 360 map, right? Wherever that pinged on your map, it'll ping in that section of your controller.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was the coolest thing I've seen in the haptic so far. Is it pings in that section of the controller? So if it's something that was behind me, the bottom portion of my controller would vibrate. I'm like, oh, right there.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, running around on the surface is actually pretty spot on too.
Yep.
If you walk on like iron grates, you'll feel a different sensation compared to like just like a steel floor.
If you step in one puddle and go back in the dirt, it feels different while you're walking through. Also, one credit they give to this game is Eve's. I guess when they designed this, the character and the way that she interacts with the environment. If you go next to a wall, her hand will always touch whatever wall she's closest to.
Yeah.
If you run into a wall, she doesn't just keep running into the wall. She slams into the wall, and her hands go up and like she pushes back against the wall. And then if there's a difference in incline between her left and right leg, it'll actually adjust to the incline. So like, if she's standing on a staircase, one leg's gonna be up and one leg's gonna be down a little bit. Where like her like a normal person would stand on the staircase, they're not gonna stand straight or at an angle. They're gonna stand straight but with their legs, one up, one down, whatever. However you want to proceed talking, but
it's similar to that attention to animation detail that they showed in Metroid Dread with Samus when you traverse that environment. That's the first thing I thought of, with Dad running into the wall and she holds herself back.
I mean, you've seen the trailer. This is not a spoiler, but like the section where you grind on your actual blade.
I was watching Kendrick do some of that.
Yeah, the tunnel. You
sick.
Feel the difference in the tunnel, and haptics will tell you like what type of material you're skating on.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Do you play with the long hair or the short hair?
Always long hair. The hell are you talking about?
Kendrick changed to short hair.
I don't understand. That's long hair or nothing.
Wait, you play short hair? How short is it?
Short. It's still a ponytail, but it's like little past shoulder, a little bit past it, not too long.
I play with the long hair too. Kendrick plays with the short hair. I think he feels that it gets in the way of her body or something.
Absolutely not. That's the whole. Her hair, the way that they
like a blanket.
Oh yeah, okay,
is absolutely insane.
I've looked it up.
The way that it. Yeah, you can see the difference.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. No. This doesn't ruin anything.
The way that her hair interacts with the movements in the game is absolutely insane. The physics of her hair, sick, crazy. Also, hitbox porn. I always say about this game, right? When you're doing combos, you can inadvertently dodge attacks because your combos lift you into the air, or they do a flip or something like that. Like, it's insane how precise each hit is in this game. I don't think there's such thing as a cheap hit. There is hits I don't understand because it's like I've never seen this combo before and I don't know how to deflect it, but there's nothing that I've seen in this game that would say, oh, that was a cheap hit. Like, that shouldn't have hit me and it hit me. There's no such thing as that. The hitboxes are just so fucking precise. It's insane how precise the hitboxes are.
Yeah,
if you miss, you miss too. Like, it shows you miss.
Yeah. Korean devs. This one in particular, exquisite work from them, from Shift Up.
Man, Shift Up, bro. Oh, I'm not gonna bring that up anyway.
And then all they've made before this is a mobile game, which you could say as much as you want it's a mobile game, but it's still like a pretty solid piece of work for only having that experience and coming into the console space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Nikkei is a solid game as well.
that's
Anybody
enough
ever wanted to get into a mobile game?
Yay, enough Stealthblade. Keep going what you did. Anything else you did?
I think that's about it.
Kevin, why is this sofa undulating?
The sofa's running away. It's crawling away from J.D. Vance, the Republican vice presidential nominee, known for fucking couches, allegedly.
Oh.
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna have somebody have to explain that to me afterwards. But anyway.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry. We got you.
All right, you done? Shooby-Doo?
Yeah.
All right, Adam, go for it.
What did I do? I'll go through these quick. I played Dreams. I think I'm still level 28. Might be 29. Pretty sure it's 28. Getting closer to 29. Didn't play too much of that though, because I played that last week. I think like Wednesday and Thursday I played a little bit. I played the Love Is All Around demo. Genesis talked me into it. We both should have got off at that time, but you know what? We had time to find love, and I think we did. I think we did.
That's another. You should see Love Is All Around demo.
This is a live action game where you're seducing. I believe they are Chinese women. Lot of good options. Good looking women. Gameplay minimal. It's just choice based, and it's got like the flow chart like in Detroit Become Human. It was fine. I would never buy this or play this, unless it was like $1. If it was $1, maybe I'd jump back in. Or if Genesis bought it, I'd watch him play it probably. Because I think we'd have a good time with that one. So Genesis, you want a game to play together? Buy that game. I'll watch you play that entire thing. You know what I mean? And then I'll watch as your wife leaves you.
Wow.
But then I'll help you get her back. Don't worry. She'll realize it's a mistake. Or she'll break the curse that was wished upon her when she was 12. Who knows?
Maybe.
PlayStation.
Who knows? You know.
And then, based on Kevin's recommendation, I downloaded 2 Point Hospital, because Kevin was like, "Oh, that."
I saw you playing that.
Because Kevin was like, "Oh, I bet you probably like that," because he's watched some stuff around it. I'm like, "I've heard of it. I know nothing about it." I played it for I think like 3 hours one night, because it was the night before Astrobot came out, and I just needed a game to play, so I loaded up my alt account, and I played 2 Point Hospital. I became very wealthy very quick. I kind of understood the game almost immediately. It got to a point where I was kind of bored, and I was still going through like, I think like the first world, and I was like, does this get more challenging? And then as I was thinking that, the game got more challenging, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. If the platinum was easy, I'd probably go for it. I'm just not in the mood for it. It might be something I look into later. It's just not something I want to do now. So I did not. I will not play that. I'll probably boot it up every so often on my alt account though. And then I got my car serviced, and I had to wait there because they had my car and I couldn't leave. They could have shuttled me home, but then I couldn't come back. So I was like, I'll actually bring my Switch and I'm going to play Animal Crossing. So I played Animal Crossing for about 2 hours while I was waiting for my car to be serviced, and I just kind of ran around. I fished, caught bugs. A lot of fun. Really wish that game was on PlayStation for trophies, and that's the only reason. But yeah, played that. And then I went to the movies with Ching, and I saw. Well, Genesis came up with that. You said that. I didn't. Yeah,
I know,
that.
cha-ching.
No
Wow.
credit to me. No
I
credit to
said
me.
that.
Oh, Kevin said that
Oh,
too.
bad.
Somebody said it. I didn't do it. Just know that I didn't do it. Anybody else did it.
Cha-ching.
Kevin and Genesis, Genesis, Genevin. They said it.
Jevin.
The Kenergy.
Ke- Kevin, yes.
Jevin's got some
Um,
energy.
I'll be honest. I'll tell you this right now, Kevin. Fun fact: as I was going to this movie, walking down the hallway, there was a guy and the
Make a
girl,
line,
and they were
baby.
like, "Yeah, oh well, that was pretty good, but like, it kind of reminded me of Barbie." And then the woman was like, "Oh, we hated that movie." The guy was like, "Yeah, that movie was atrocious," and I almost smacked both of them. I almost walked up and just beat the ever loving shit out of them. But I chose not to because that's not the Barbie way. It's not the Ken way. You know what I mean? Uh,
If I
no.
was there, we would have done it.
Yeah. I would have took the lady. You would have took the guy. It would have made sense.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
the movie I did go and see, Deadpool and Wolverine. Ching and I finally saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
I had, I would say, middling expectations for it because I really liked Deadpool 1. I thought it was fun and I thought it was funny. I thought the action was pretty cool too. It's directed by Tim Miller, the guy who was on stage for the Blur thing, that's coming out in December on Amazon Prime with the video game stuff. So big fan of Tim Miller. And the second one, I enjoyed a lot of it. I thought it was funny. I just thought it was a weaker film overall, and it was a little too long. This third one, I was expecting kind of somewhere in between the first and the second, and that's kind of what I got. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10. I
That's
think
good.
the movie's funny. I think the action is really good when Deadpool and Wolverine fight, and they fight a couple times in the movie. I think the action for the rest of the characters is subpar. Um, I think the cameos, I think some work really well, and I think some are just like kind of empty and don't really. There's no meaning to it, which is so crazy to say that because the other thing that I did this week, the thing I was looking forward to, was Astrobot. And the only thing I want to say about it is it does cameos, but it doesn't do them in a way where it's cheap and unnecessary, like Deadpool and Wolverine does. It does them in a way where it matters. I will say, Deadpool and Wolverine, in the credits and stuff, they did kind of pull it off at the end. And there's a couple songs from that movie that make me think of scenes that I've been listening to all week. But yeah, that's all I did. Oh, I planned an Astrobot too. So
Wow.
I'll talk more about Astrobot. I'm just not gonna do it now. There's other stuff we should get to.
Okay, alrighty. Let's get the big thing out of the way. I think, right? Let's talk
Kevin's
about.
dick.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Kevin,
come on.
what are we thinking?
Let's
12
just go set
feet?
this down
14
somewhere. Ugh,
14,
there we go.
14 feet,
Ugh.
Kevin?
Oh, that was a team lift. My back hurts.
Yeah.
14 feet? Jesus Christ, no!
Swings that around, he gets to knock people over.
If that thing was 14 feet, if he would get a boner, he would literally die. He would die with that, just an appendage that's 14 feet long.
No, he'll be fine.
Well, hold on. It's 14 feet long, but is the diameter the same? like an average size one? Like, I don't. What are we talking about? Is Kevin walking around with a 14-foot wide as a garbage can dong? Like, what are we doing
Let's
here?
not say wide as the garbage can, but let's say he can wrap it around himself like, a belt.
How many times? A lot of times?
3 times.
3 times. Wow. Kevin's waist way bigger than we thought.
4 times. Sorry, 4 times.
Wow. Okay. Still, Kevin, what do you think about your penis belt? Also, is it coming out of the top of your pants or is it coming out of the zipper part?
Oh, the zipper. You gotta live like dangerous.
So it's coming out, going up, wrapping around, going through the belt loops all the times it's going around, or just one time? Or is it like squeezing in?
Are we
The
talking
last
about
time.
girth too? Because the
Oh.
girth could be the girth of a soda can.
Well, I asked about girth, and I asked if it was the size of a garbage
you said
can,
it was
and
wide.
you said...
Yeah, we're not talking about garbage can, right? We're just saying soda can. I think that's more realistic. Soda can.
So soda can, but it's huge, and it also fits in belt loops. I don't think you've seen most belts. Unless you're really stuffing that thing in there, you know? That's a pain. Can you imagine having to pee?
He might be doing it flaccid.
He has to be doing it flaccid. I don't think it could wrap around a waist. It's got to do a 90-degree turn to even get to his waist, because it's coming out of the zipper we established. 14 feet too long. 6 feet, sure. 14 feet,
right.
Unreasonable.
Let's go 6 feet then. Let's go 6 feet.
All right, Kevin, what's your 16-foot dog doing? How did we get here? I don't even remember.
So let's talk about something even more girthier.
Yeah.
At this point. So today there was a 9-minute presentation by Mark Cerny about the PlayStation 5. And
Man, he got old.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, he got really old. Sony's been taking years off his life, so there's that.
That's how they get all the power for their systems.
Yeah, it's all Mark Cerny
I was just thinking that.
Power. Mark Cerny's life essence powers every PS5 across the world. This man is an immortal being. He just powers everything with his life essence. So, we did get the announcement of the PlayStation 5 Pro today. And across the 9-minute presentation, 3 major topics were spoken about. The
big
ray
3.
tracing. Yep, advanced ray tracing.
The big 3, and it wasn't Stalin, Winston Churchill, and
Saddam Hussein.
FDR. No.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one you're thinking of.
So
It's him. Wasn't Woodrow Wilson or Harry Truman or anybody else?
No, Saddam
Nobody
Hussein.
think about. Yep, that's the one.
And then Barack Obama.
Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
Kevin's favorite.
I mean, what?
Oh God. That's the sound Kevin made when she died.
Oh my God.
I'm not supposed to tell anybody about that.
Sorry, Genesis.
So the main 3 that they talked about again was the advanced ray tracing, the advanced GPU, and PSSR, which is the new AI upscaling technology they have. And the console itself is shown off, which we already saw renders of, and it does not.
But they look way better here.
I think the console looks way better in person. Not person, I should say through the whatever.
In the render, at
yeah,
least.
yeah. The presentation we saw, not like a drawn render. We got a confirmation date of November 7th. Through PlayStation Direct start September 26th. All of the retailers start October 10th.
Whoa.
And we got a price, $699.
Wow! What the fuck?
$699.
$6 $9,900.
So
that's a weird way to say that.
Let's take some time and let's unpack this for our viewers here.
Real quick. Before we even get into that, I just want to talk about. I did a poll, and I wanted to see what everybody believed of the.
Apparently, I was delusional.
Hey, no spoilers. Where the fuck did I put this poll? Don't worry about that. It was earlier today. Wow, you guys texted a lot. What the hell?
Oh, it was a lot of.
There it is. That one. I voted no on that one. Don't mind me. I'm just pulling up this poll. I said, how much will the PS5 Pro cost, and will it come with a disk drive? First option I said was $600 plus with a disk drive, $600 plus with no disk drive, $599 or less with a disk drive, $599 or less with no disk drive. I voted the $599 or less with a disk drive. Genesis, I believe you voted the same. Destinoto, what did you vote?
I think I voted that one too.
Okay, so then Kevin, you voted the $600 plus with no disk drive or with a disk drive?
Correct. No disk drive.
Technically, both of those answers are correct. So it doesn't even matter, because Cha-Ching must have voted the other one. So with the disk drive 600 plus. So just there's our poll. So I will say, didn't think it would go over $5.99.
I was
I don't
not
know why.
expecting that either.
There's a lot of
you
good
know,
reasons.
I thought it was going to be $6.49. That's what
I think
I
that would
thought
have
it was
been
going to
like the max they should go, but it just doesn't seem like a good idea to go that high.
be. Well, let's
From a
unpack this, right?
consumer
Let's talk
Yeah.
standpoint.
about this here. So this is, and I've been watching videos all day
Oh.
about this thing. Um, Kevin and I were talking about this before the podcast.
That's why I didn't hop
Kevin,
on. Figured you would.
yeah, Kevin had a lot of cool insight and a lot of cool thoughts about this. So, but in a marketing standpoint, right? This is like, I believe, a lot of the YouTube folks and anybody who's really talking about this console is really talking about it. Is they're saying that it's marketed towards the what's the word I'm looking for?
A
Enthusiast.
very niche.
Yeah,
The rights.
enthusiast gamer, right? This is somebody who I think I fall in this category because I like running the performance mode. I want the fidelity, and I want to run my PlayStation
The
games the
performance
best
mode?
possible.
You want the
Fidelity mode?
peak. You want the peak of a
Yeah,
console.
yeah. I want fidelity and I want performance in the same exact. I don't want to just run one or the other. I want to run 60 FPS. I want to run 4K. I want the peak of PS5, right?
You got the good
So
TV for it.
yep, exactly. I have a Sony TV rated for specifically the PlayStation 5, and to be able to run things like this in VRR and all that.
Wish I could be
Marketing
rated.
wise, they are targeting the correct crowd that they're trying to market this towards, and the price point. And I think Kevin can sum this up the best. Is the price point is accurate for what they're trying to do with this and who they're going after for this. Um, Kevin, you want to elaborate a little bit?
Sure. So yeah, 700 for some reason is catching a lot of people for I don't know what reason. Um,
We'll explain,
I
I'm sure.
thought the
Yes.
Xbox Series X Galaxy Hukabuka 2 terabyte piece of shit actually had better hardware in it. Does not. Price point $599.99.
Oh yeah.
All you did, 1 more terabyte hard drive. Grats. Now it does have a disk drive, so that's kind of cool. But really, $100 jump is PS5 Pro, and we have no tech specs so far. Um, Assuming that PlayStation did their benchmarking and stuff basically on par with how sites that are known for benchmarking do, the 45% quote quote boost in performance is comparable to if you were to go from a NVIDIA RTX 2070 to a 3070. So we're basically going up one whole generation of graphics card. Again, assuming all this shit is being done, properly. Um, so that's kind of cool. But like that ain't everything we need to know. What do we got for onboard RAM in the graphics card? No idea. Why are they pushing that it's a bigger graphics card? Also no idea. I don't think size actually matters, especially in today's day and age. Look what we can do with a cell phone. Um, but then you got the AI thing. We got to know more. They said very little. Um, and then you have advanced ray tracing. Whoopee. I mean, advanced ray tracing is going to come every single time the graphics card goes up another notch, because like Nvidia is always making new shit, and it's like, oh man, you want this new shit? You want to use this new shit we got? You got to get the new graphics card because it's the only thing that handles it. Ha ha. And then there's absolutely no specs or anything else under the hood. Um, so jumping on the price point now, it's a little early. We don't really know if everything else is being upgraded. They talked about the big three. If those are the only three things that are being upgraded, it might be time to get a little concerned about this, because we don't have a better CPU to back it up. You may not actually notice that the graphics processor is more powerful, because it all depends on how the games are made, and even on completely modern equipment. Certain games just don't utilize all the processing power of these pieces of technology in the first place. Um, so we need to know more overall, but the $700 price point, when compared to everything else in the market, really not that bad. A high quality gaming rig is easily over 2,000. And then you have people who publish articles that are like, "Hey, look at you could spend the same amount of money and you can get this uh, pre-built PC on Newegg for $769, and look, you got a better graphics card and all this other shit." Now, do they actually like look into all the other specs of the system? No. The graphics card greatly outweighs the CPU on that machine that they linked in their article, and also it only has 16 gigs of RAM, where you need 32 gigs of RAM to run anything Unreal Engine 5 on PC. So you're already needing to make upgrades to that PC to stay relevant in today's market. The PlayStation will probably just work. PlayStation 5 Pro will probably just run things better when Unreal Engine 5 is concerned, because PC always demands more specs because it has more specs. Um, and that's kind of that. I don't have a whole lot to dig deep into other than a wild theory, but we're gonna let everybody talk about it, and we'll come to my wild theory after.
Cool. Adam, what you got?
Um, I feel like I'll be honest. I I thought the price would be is $699, but it would come with a disk drive and a stand, and I could totally see them doing $650 for the digital version, and you have to buy a lot of the shit separately. Like, I could totally see that. I think once you get to the $699 and it's just the digital version, and it does not include the stand, which is normal for the PlayStation Now. Like, when you buy the console now, if I'm not mistaken, like the regular PlayStation 5, you don't get a stand and you don't get a disk
You just get
drive.
the horizontal little plastic pegs you can put
Yeah,
inside that keeps
yeah.
the console
Which I
level.
understand, like that's fine. I did not. I was hoping for a price cut of the regular PS5. I did not expect a price cut of the regular PS5. No matter how much they talk about how their margins are so much better than they were when the console launched, even with the crazy times we're in quotation marks. Um, I think once you get to that, they say $699. Everyone's saying $700 already because consumers will just round up that dollar, even though it is proven that the $1 down works. But when you get to the $700 price point, right now, especially, people still see $700 as like that is almost a rent payment. That is half a mortgage. That is like one of 4 payments for a semester of college. That is a crazy amount of money. $500 for a PlayStation 5 makes sense. It works. It absolutely works. I think the marketing, I think what you guys are saying is correct. Like, hey, it's going after the people who like want this niche product, because this isn't like the PS4 to PS4 Pro. Because the PS4 Pro was like, hey, your PlayStation 4s, it's in old technology. It was kind of into old technology when it launched. They're getting really loud. PS4 Pro is just going to run them better. It's going to make them go a little bit faster. You can do
It
so
was like
much
a
more. It's like,
28% improved. Like the percentage was in the mid to
yeah, but
high
it also
20s
had
of improvement.
HDR and it promised 4K, like for some
Yeah,
games. So like it was a bigger
which
jump. Right now, the jump isn't.
some of them, yeah.
It's not 4K to 8K. It's not 60 to 120. It's literally like, hey, it's actually going to be 60, even though the PS5 does say it can do 60, and a lot of developers are saying we haven't fully unlocked the power of the PlayStation 5. So that's why a lot of games just aren't doing that right now, but they're trying to make it easier for the pro. I get who this is for. I still think that price point is not, it's not insane. It's not absolutely insane. I think it's kind of dismissive of who this is actually for, because even if you're crazy about that stuff, the only other thing that's stopping you from getting a PC is price. Because, like Kevin said, the price of a comparable PC is thousands of dollars. It's not. You can't just get one for $700 or $800 or $1,000, $1,500. But if you care that much about upscaling your games a little bit, are you going to save your money and upgrade to a PC because you want the best of the best? Or are you a PlayStation fan and you want those games and you want them to look the best of the best? I'm a PlayStation fan. I want my games to play and look the best they ever played. I want GTA 6 to be the best looking, the most fun, the fastest loading. I want the best version of GTA 6 I can play. Will I have a PS5 Pro? Most likely at this point, no. Because $699 is such a crazy price point to me to justify it looks a little prettier. There's AI upscaling that is AI, but they have to be patched, and there's not really much information known about it. Like, what does it actually do? Like, he talked about it, but I don't know technology like that. Like, there's nothing in this 9-minute presentation that sold me to be like, oh my god, I need a PS5 Pro. And they put it out like it was going to sell me. This should have been at like CES. This should have been not a 9-minute thing. They should have just been like, hey, we're doing a technical presentation about Sony. They should have been in a Sony conference. Not like a state of play or a showcase. This should have been, again, like at a CES. It should have been its own thing instead of this 9-minute video. They were like, hey, we're showing this off. Because when you do that, it makes it seem like it's advertised to everybody. And a lot of people went into this going, oh my god, they're going to show off a Pro. I can't wait to get it. And then all of a sudden it's $200 more. And I understand that economy where it is, and if you adjust for inflation, this is only the second highest price console they've ever released after the PS3. But it's still an insane number, especially now. It just I find the choice of $699 insane. And the idea of digital games, hey, once those come out, once every game is digital, like, it'll lower costs. They're not going to lower costs. Games are just going to be more expensive. Some games I think pricing will change with games. That's a different conversation. But to touch on that for a second, I think pricing for games will change. I think we're going to get more $60, $70, $80 games, and I think we'll get more $30, $40, $50 games over time. And to say that a game that's all digital is going to be cheaper, that's just not true. It's not true right now. It may be true for the next generation. Probably not. It may be a couple generations, but will we even be there at that point? Will they release new consoles every year because this felt like a phone upgrade and not like a real console upgrade?
Oh man, I'm like, so.
That's a great comparison.
Yeah, I'm gonna like your view of the pricing is 100% skewed. And I think you just said exactly how your view is skewed. The same people who are complaining about a PS5 Pro being $699, let me tell you something. Yesterday, Apple announced their fucking iPhone 16. Those are the same people who will go line up and go buy an iPhone 16 Pro for $1,000.
You use your phone every single day of your life. You use it every hour. It acts as your alarm. It's your news. It's your point of contact. Apple is a thing you trust every day. It's a different price. The amount of times I use a PlayStation is not going to be even comparable to the amount of times you use a phone. And when you do phones, a lot of times they're payment plans, or a company offers, a phone company with like a purplish color sometimes offers you a great deal going, hey, we'll pay for your phone if you switch over here. Or if you trade in an old phone that nobody uses anymore, you'll pay that phone. And a lot of people will go into debt for that. My view is skewed because Sony's view is skewed on who this is for. I don't think they've really actually decided who this is for. That's my issue.
I don't think their pricing is outrageous as you think because there are payment plans for gaming systems now. You can also get trade-in deals for gaming systems now that takes a chunk of money off the actual price of the gaming system. You have credit cards that go from the actual manufacturer that entice you to buy it because they will give you the service that they offer with the gaming system for free for a year. My thing, and to your phone, yes, you use your phone every day, but for certain folks, they use their system more than they use their phone, because the phone to them is not as important as their gaming system is. And yes, a phone is something you use every day. A phone is multi-use. I understand that. The the thing is that it's extremely comparable if you cut that piece out because it's nominal upgrades that happen on a yearly basis. This is after a 4-year basis. Yes, gaming cycles are about 10 years that they take, and before the next one comes up, sometimes 8 years for Xbox, depending on how badly they're losing the war that year or whatever. And maybe longer for Nintendo, depending on how much they want to milk the current console they have, if it's doing well and all that. But generally, average is 8 to 10 years that the gaming system has an upgrade for the next generation until right. Your mid generation upgrade here is exactly what exactly what these phone upgrades have been, and people buy that without a second fucking thought on a payment plan. They'll go into fucking debt for that on no, not even having a second thought about it. Even if the phone, all it did was add AI to the phone through a software upgrade that could have been done on the old phones. So no, it's because it's the new number that's out. People are gonna go fucking insane and go take it because it's Apple. Sony, Sony is, and this is a lot of comparisons I've been listening to today when I've been watching people talk about the PS5 Pro. Sony is the Apple of gaming. They are quickly becoming the Apple of gaming, where they are becoming the most trusted brand that people want in terms of what they offer, what they have. I mean, Nintendo still has that lockdown because of Mario and the nostalgia and all that garbage that they have. But like Sony's quickly becoming that brand that people are turning to say, okay, I want a quality game, I want a single player experience, I want something that's life changing, that's game changing, that's something that I can't experience anywhere else. I'm gonna go get a PlayStation 5. I'm gonna go have a PlayStation. I'm gonna go play a PlayStation game. I'm gonna play God of War, Gran Turismo, Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon. I want to play those games that you know, quote unquote, knock my socks off. It's um, they're and the way that they're going about it now is they're not taking the consumer approach. They're taking the more consumers are going to buy whatever we give them at this point because we know what we have to offer now. We know what value we hold to them. People were paying upwards of $1,000 when the PlayStation 5 came out. Yes, due to COVID, due to scalpers, due to supply and demand. I understand all that. I get it. But people were paying over $1,000 because they wanted and they needed,
Yeah.
quote unquote, needing it. And the same people are going to complain now that it's $6.99 and it's too high and this and that, but they'll be the ones first in line to go fucking buy a phone upgrade that was the same shit from last year and $1,000 more. They don't fucking bat an eye against that. That's what I don't understand with the way that things work. I think Sony knows exactly who they're fucking marketing this to. I think it's gonna sell the same as PS4 Pro did. I think the ratio was every 5 PS4s that were sold, one of them was a PS4 Pro. So it was like a 1 to 5 ratio when they
Yeah,
were
I
doing
think
it
you're
with the
correct
metal.
on that. Because I remember
Yeah.
articles being like, we don't know, but we're pretty sure the Pro itself is outselling the Xbox One at the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the comparison that Kevin made just now with that Xbox, like that Series X is nothing but an SSD upgrade, and it's $100 less than this. That's actually giving you a change in your gaming. Yes, it doesn't come with a disk drive.
It comes with a year of
Wario.
Game Pass as well.
Ooh, all right, all right.
Okay. I didn't know that it comes with a year of Game Pass.
Yeah.
Which Kevin might have something for that later, but
We'll get to the
uh,
wild later.
yeah. But it's still $100 less, and just offers an SSD upgrade and a year of Game Pass.
I get what you're saying, and in some parts I agree with you that they are becoming the Apple of gaming.
And I hate it. I hate
Well,
that they're becoming the Apple of gaming.
I know, man, I know.
Yeah.
I do think that people's view of consoles are skewed. Now, will I say that consoles are underpriced? maybe, but at the same time, well, I mean, based on what you're saying, they're underpriced. Based on your what you're saying about phones, they're underpriced. The PlayStation 5 should launch at $1,000.
It should, yeah, it should technically, yes. It should have for what was being offered at the time, for what people were getting. Now, the only argument that we can say is there's not enough titles on it that fully utilize the PlayStation 5. One of the most recent titles being Astrobot that actually uses everything that the PS5 has to offer, right? But yeah, it technically is underpriced at $6.99. I'm gonna agree with Kevin that this is it's not a terrible price point, because for what you're getting, you have to build a PC that's over $1,000 to get even the stable version of that.
This is where I think you're skewed, because I don't think the PS5 is underpriced. I think PS5 is priced at a fair value. I think phones are overpriced.
Phones are.
Yeah.
I think phones are overpriced.
You're probably right.
Everyone knows PC parts are currently overpriced. People were paying $3,000 to get the 3060, whatever the hell it is. Like, it is crazy. Yeah. It's absolutely crazy.
People will do it.
Yeah, people will do it because they have income. I have a friend. He spent thousands of dollars making his PCs. Literally thousands of dollars. He went to a company and he custom made both his and his wife's PC. He paid about $6,000 each for both PCs because at the time it was cheaper than buying all the parts individually. Yep. This year he's thinking about upgrading his PC, and it's going to cost him a couple $1,000s for both.
How long is the time span between the actual purchase and the upgrade?
Since he got this PC, it's been about 2.5 years. So he's thinking about upgrading his PC because he feels like he's falling behind, even though he's not really falling behind. He just wants to be at the peak, even though he's playing Ready or Not right now most of the time in 7 Days to Die. So clearly not pushing the boundaries of his PC. But at the same time, again, I don't think that the $6.99 is a crazy price point. I don't think that. I think for what you're getting in the box is trash for $6.99. You're getting the rumor was there's a new version of the controller. You're not getting an updated controller here. You're getting the same controller that has stick drift. I have 6 controllers. 4 of them have stick drift. I have a 7th one coming. I finally secured one for Astrobot. Everybody clap. I bought it through PS Direct. Oh, wow. I didn't expect anybody to actually clap. PS Direct, they went up. They went up. Wario tweeted, and I was like, oh, my God. So I just purchased it and canceled my Amazon one. Cool. So it should be here in a couple days, which is exciting. And I'm going to use it, and I'm going to play through Astrobot again. Why not? But I don't understand why everyone, you can be like, yeah, that price, not insane. But for what comes in that box, a console that does a little bit more unnoticeably and no games to advertise except games that already came out and everybody's beaten that has to be patched. Like, if they were like, hey, look at this and Ghost of Tsushima 2, I would have been holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. Maybe we'll say that after we see the state of play, because that kind of coincides with when they go live, right? Because the rumors of the state of play last week is September. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
sorry, next 2 weeks. Sorry.
Yeah, next week or the week after. Last week of September was the last rumor, and maybe they'll show off things there. Should they have waited to show off the PlayStation 5 Pro? Maybe, but did they want us to take it in, digest it first, and then show it off there? What I think they should have done was to show this thing off and not announce the price until a state of play. And then throw it at people and be like, go pre-order it now. That would have got more people to pre-order it. I do think people are backing away from this because their most loyal, die-hard fans are complaining on Reddit. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who aren't a loyal, die-hard fan who don't have a voice or they don't express it or anything like that. I'm one of them. I'm not complaining on Reddit. I'm talking to you guys about it. This is recorded and streamed, whatever. Right now, I'm not getting one. We talked about it. If this came with a disk drive, if this came with a stand. Even without the stand, I could have bought this.
An updated controller, I think.
An updated controller, or literally anything else, I would have been like, oh my god, you got me. But they were like, hey, this PS5, it's more powerful. Look at The Last of Us Part 2 remaster. It looks prettier. You've already beaten and platinumed it. Look at Star Wars Jedi. It looks better. Look at the 50 games that have already come out. Look at Forbidden West. That's the only one where I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'd go back to it because I still have that downloaded. 2 terabytes, that's nice, but I've already solved my terabyte problem with the $99 stick that I bought. That was 2 terabytes, but I bought that 2 years ago. I could probably get the same one for like $60 now. Like, the justification for the price increase is it's not justified unless they were like, we want to up the price of the PlayStation 5, and they were like, we're holding back, but they literally just upped it in Japan because Japan's economy is fucking in the gutter right now. So the price increase is still not justified. I don't know if I've explained it well enough for Kevin, for you to answer your question of like, you don't know about that, but
I think you explained it pretty well. I mean,
it's crazy.
We had some dialogue going back and forth, so yeah, I think you explained pretty well. Desinoda, you got any thoughts on this? Anything to talk about with this?
Well, I was kind of sounding off in the chat earlier today.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
I was sounding off.
I gotta be honest, I started the stream late, so I backed it up so I could hear Mark Cerny whisper sweet nothings to me while I was working. And then I saw you text $700. What the fuck? And I was like, no, I'm reading that wrong. And I stopped looking at the text, and I just waited until I got to that point. I was like, yeah, no, $700. Wow. Because I didn't think they would do that.
Yeah,
and then,
I didn't think they would do it either.
Yeah, it was just everything about that presentation was trash. It was a bad presentation.
Yeah, the stand not being with it, the disk drive not being with it, no options given. Like, well, of course the option is there, but it's an option they already put forth before by showing, hey, here's a detachable disk drive. If you want it, go buy it for another $80.
Sounds like I'm gonna have to go get one.
Yeah, so like I was saying in the chat, it's gonna be around $800 if you want a vertical stand and a disk drive with your new PS5 Pro.
I mean, before you even count tax. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Going up to $860 probably, around something like that.
The only way I'm gonna get it is the trade-in. That's the only thing.
And they don't offer any trade-ins to themselves, which is another thing they could have done.
Through third party, through GameStop or something.
Right? You gotta go hunting down a trade-in from fucking shit-ass GameStop, shit-ass Best Buy, dog shit-ass Amazon.
Oh, dog shit.
All these
tears now.
Ass places that give nothing for your console you paid $500 for on launch day.
I mean, listen, GameStop was at the point in time. GameStop was given what was it? We calculated an 80% return on an investment.
Yeah,
$410, bro.
And then they said no. Take your console back.
That was before this thing got announced. So if you did it yesterday, right? You did it a couple.
Honestly, they probably had an idea, and they probably could have denied it yesterday too. I mean, I don't know how many people went and did it yesterday, but then you're also without a PS5 for 2 months.
Well, I agree with Genesis. I think that's completely livable. I think, like, if you were like, hey, Adam, you can live without your PS5 for a couple months, you get the PS5 Pro, but also you still have to pay $300 and you can only buy it at GameStop. No thanks, I'm out.
Right.
And that's not even
somewhere where they can, like,
that's $300 to the MSRP price point, not to the other price point. Like with the disk drive and the taxes and everything. Like, that is insane. Absolutely insane.
I did the calculations. Have GameStop gift cards and all that. It is a lot for me to do, but Kevin convinced me otherwise.
How?
No, I'm making a joke. I'm just
He's been joking about that since the beginning.
Yeah, you know what I do with jokes.
Kevin has not been a supporter of this. Kevin just is going by the facts.
Yeah, no. I think I'm going to do it regardless, just because Again, to your point, Adam, I want the
it's your
best.
kind of person.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of
No,
person.
I don't doubt that. I remember conversation with you like a day or two ago being like, if it's that high, we're going to have to think about it. I've thought about it, and my
Yeah.
mind might change, but at the same
If
time,
GameStop
I
offers me
can't.
$400 again for it,
I
I wonder
refuse to
if
go
you'll
to
do it.
GameStop. I never buy anything from GameStop anymore ever since the Batmobile edition. But like,
Uh,
it's my Ubisoft. But
Got
the
it.
thing is,
I'll take it for you.
I just can't justify. Maybe I just can't. I can't justify it. I literally can't. Like, I couldn't use that money for so many other things. It
Yeah.
sucks. It sucks so much that I'm not a poor individual. I have savings. I have money. There's things in life I want to buy that aren't PlayStations, and my
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 works fine right now. And if my
Yep.
PlayStation 5 dies, I can either take it
Get
somewhere
a
to get it
Slim.
refurbished, or I can get a Slim for, even though it's $500, I'm still saving so much more.
Refurbished Slims are $399 now, and I think you can find
I would
PS5
never
for
buy a
$449.
refurbished. I don't like refurbished shit
No,
unless it's mine.
no. Well, I mean, yeah. I'm just saying in general, not towards you
Yeah, I
specifically,
mean,
but
I
like,
could get mine refurbished and then sell it as refurbished, get a couple hundred back, and then go and like
buy
purchase
a
a
Pro.
slim model and then get that disk drive, and then eventually when the price drops down, I'll always already have a disk drive and I can just put my
Yeah.
slim somewhere else and play that. Or if I'm honest, after I beat a game on disc, I don't have to play it again. I usually don't. I usually have the version of it digitally now when I buy the collector's editions of PlayStation games. I'm getting more attuned to that, even though I like the look of the games. What I've been doing is buying digital games, and then when the disc version goes on sale around $20, I buy the disc version. That's why I own Horizon
I
Forbidden West digitally, and I have a disc
physical
because it
copy.
was on sale at Target for like $15 one day. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
I think everyone knows my stance on how I feel about the physicals and what I've went through in the past with why I choose physical more often than anything else. So I don't have to go back into
I think
that.
it
But
looks cool. I like the look. What do I want to play?
the
I look at a
ownership is
shelf and
the
I go,
biggest
I want
thing
to
for me.
play that, and then I go on my console and I just pull it up.
Ownership is the biggest thing for me. Physical ownership is a big thing. So
I should just get a printer and buy like a bunch of cases, so then I can just print out the games. Kind of get the same thing.
There you go.
Yeah. Because something's got to change, but Destiny to continue. Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, it's fine. Well, okay, so what's stopping them from making the variation of the console? Because when they announced the Slim, digital's 450 and the disc is 500. I don't see what's stopping them from doing 649 and 700. It doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah.
Especially if they're still trying to target this enthusiast audience, but it's like the people who are buying consoles are only buying consoles if they're somewhat affordable. Especially, like I said in the chat, a lot of people with PS5s also have a PC because they realize that the only place I could play these exclusives are on the PS5 unless I want to wait another 2 years for it to get ported. So those people who already put $2,000 into their PC or 1.5K or whatever it is, why are they gonna go out of the way to spend another 700?
I don't think this is marketed towards the people who already have a PC and play this shit on there. It's marketed towards folks like me who don't have a PC.
Even some of the people who don't have a PC, though, they're buying the console because it's a more affordable option. Right? Most of the people who buy a console aren't gonna put 2K on a PC because A, they don't play PC games, or B, they just don't use a PC at all.
Again, I'm not crossing the 1K. I'm not crossing 1K with this. So, total investment, not crossing 1K.
I mean,
but it's still not
technically
really.
You are.
What do I just need? A disc and the disc drive, the PS5 Pro, and if they give me $400 for this, sure.
And the taxes and the.
And I got
do
gift
you
cards
want the
to offset
stand?
that.
Yeah, but
No.
your gift cards and stuff, you will pay close to 1K. It's just not coming out of your pocket because of what you do, like how you're smart
Yeah,
with like gift
for
cards and
my thing
stuff.
specific. Yeah, my thing specifically. I'm not paying actually 1K, but a normal person, I guess, if let's say under the circumstance that we have today and they honor it, right? Let's say they're offering 410 for an OG PS5, right? And the PS5 Pro is $700, and they don't care about the disc drive, and they're just getting that, or they want a disc drive with it, with just the PS5, and they don't care about the stand. They're right under 1K, I believe.
I have like $550 on Amazon and gift cards right now. I've been building up
Oh my
that
god.
balance for a while. Don't worry about it. I've been building up that balance. Whenever I need to buy something, I ended up just using my credit card because I get points back, and then I just pay that shit off. And then I
God,
have,
that Discover card.
and not Discover. I use the Amazon Chase, the Chase Amazon one.
Oh, that's a good card. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
card.
it's one's
Sponsor.
great. Yeah, it's not a sponsor. It's a metallic card.
Sponsor.
Fun to throw.
Chase's Amazon.
But I have like $146 of points in that too. I can absolutely use that money to get the PlayStation 5 Pro and pay what, $100 out of pocket, or what I've been doing is just saving my Amazon until something comes along where I go, okay, yeah, I'll spend $50 on there. I mean, Christmas is coming up for me, so I'll probably spend a lot of it on that for other
Mm-hmm.
people. But like, some people's birthdays are coming up. Don't worry about that. But like, it makes no sense that like I get the idea of like, yeah, gift cards and stuff, and I'm glad that's fine for you. But at the same time, like,
Normal consumer does not have that. They don't operate
not
like
even
that.
a normal consumer does not have that. But also, it's still spending money. You're still spending. You can use that money and buy so many games with it. You can buy a new controller and another controller and another
I got
controller and
7.
another controller. Like, you can do so much with that, but instead, like, it's your money, do what you want, and you're like, I'm going for the PS5 Pro. Like, yeah, go ahead, go for it. It's all for you, man. But for everybody else, it's just like it's an insane amount to spend
Mm.
without it being an insane cost. Except
Mm.
what comes in the box is insane. It makes no sense.
Mm.
I think the value you get out of the box is still like extremely high for
Yeah.
the money you're paying, but
They couldn't even throw
historically,
Spider-Man 2 in this.
They did. They put Spider-Man 2 on there.
No, I mean,
like
like,
a
it like
copy of the
bundled with
game,
the, yeah. They couldn't even
Oh,
throw Spider-Man 2
Kevin, what's
bundled
your
in.
or
Kevin? You got to talk about what you're thinking now. Your wild and crazy theory, because he's
My
bringing this up.
wild theory.
Yeah, talk about it
My
real quick.
wild theory,
Real quick.
everybody. Oh boy. So, if you recall, there was a game that's been taken down only 14 days after release.
Concord.
Frickin', what if PlayStation's long plan is, hey guys, we're taking this down. You take this back. Here's a PS5 Pro. You're gonna make this the prettiest frickin' thing we've ever seen. You got all these narratives, cinematics, and shit that you really want to show off, and we're gonna just bundle it for free with this console. And don't worry, this will be a success. You won't have to worry about it anymore.
I gotta be honest, I was really excited to hear your theory, and after hearing it, I'm a little disappointed. First of all, Concord, the game would have to go through a complete redesign, and based on what they showed me today, the game would look prettier, but not like to a point where I go, oh my god, I gotta get Concord. And that would convince nobody. Nobody didn't buy that game. It did look generic, but people didn't buy it because it looked generic. It's because it's a fucking hero shooter that cost $40, and it did nothing new, and no one
Nah,
cared.
people bought it because 69 people got the platinum in that game. They got a platinum that nobody else can obtain now.
Yeah, no, great for them. I'm glad they killed themselves enough time to get that platinum as they grinded. But that theory is wild because, I mean, they could literally do the exact same thing, just releasing it on Plus. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. But if that game ever comes back,
So
the
like
theory was
Kevin, I
wild.
think a thing that Kevin mentioned before, though, we don't know everything fully about this. They showed the controller, they showed the console, they mainly talked about the three things with that, right? And who knows? As time goes on, when this pre-order starts and all that, do we get any more information about the system? Because they had the blog post, but again, the blog post doesn't mention technical specs down to like the actual spec sheet of that console. Maybe it is a V3 of the DualSense. Maybe we don't know that. Maybe they don't talk about
Yeah, maybe.
because they're not saying that. We don't know everything about it, you know. We
certainly
don't know every
possible.
single thing about it. Yeah.
This was their
Maybe
first
there is a
impression to
V3.
get as much information about it out as possible.
It was a terrible job. I agree with
What
that,
they did with the PS5 was show the controller first and then eventually show the console. So they really clarified that. I don't know how they can update the controller in a way where it works better. I mean, I'm sure they can, but I don't know how other controllers would, like the older DualSenses. I don't know how they would factor into some games, but whatever. That's whatever. Like I'm sure they'd figure all that out. But if you're saying that the controller in here is updated and there's like other specs and stuff, why didn't they give it to any tech magazine before this fucking announcement? If they really wanted to show this thing off, they were like, let Mark Cerny, everybody likes Mark Cerny, let him talk for 9 minutes, talk about the big three, and we'll show in a compressed YouTube video how great every game has improved. And by every game, I mean 50 games, which is a lot of games. 50 games is not a small amount. Like, good, they're doing the work, they're putting it in. That sounds great. But at the same time, like...
Maybe we see more next week or the week after. Maybe we see more.
Wait, hey, then why didn't we save the announcement till then?
Because PlayStation likes to do things I guess
that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't seem like... I know this was thought out. I know people plan this, and I know they have a plan for it. But right now, the company has no new upcoming games. One of their most recent games just closed after 2 weeks, as Kevin reminded us. They had a game that literally is very beautiful, but it's very cartoony looking, as far as we know, a huge success, at least critically. We don't know commercially, but like, if you have more information, release the information. If you want the specs to